Minneapolis home prices are dropping, but few homes are selling. So does that mean homes will start becoming more affordable for buyers? Kat Papp from Kris Lindahl Real Estate joins us now to talk about that. Good morning to you, Kat. Are we seeing an end to the high home prices we've been hearing about for a few years now?
Yes. So there's a couple different things I want to talk about today. So when we're looking at these different data numbers that have come out, it's always really great to verify those resources and look at those data points closely. We had recent articles come out saying that there was a 5.8% decrease in the median sale price. And then there was another report that said that there was a 0.5% increase. While one of those data sets was looking at Minneapolis as a city, the other one was likely looking at the metro area as a whole. Overall, though, I don't see any drastic changes coming to our marketplace right now.
Okay, so I was going to say, so here we are, we're halfway through the year. What's your take on where we are and what's to come now?
Yeah, so this year has been the year of small variations and no major shifts. As we hit the peak of our summer selling seasons, we saw about 1,000 homes hit the market. And while that may seem like a lot, in previous years, we saw a lot higher swing when we came into that spring and summer market, and we're still facing that inventory shortage. Another thing that's affecting our current market is those interest rates that everybody is still talking about. People who purchased or refinanced when those rates were lower are having a hard time swallowing the fact that if they do decide to move, that they might have a higher rate or a higher mortgage payment overall.
Yeah.
So what do people need to do if they want to make sure that they get the best price in the market? Sellers, what do they need to know?
Yeah, so the sellers, it's really important that you work with a home stager and make sure that your home is shown in the best light. The way that we live in a home and the way that we stage it to sell are two very different things. Another tip that I have is to make sure everything that is broken is fixed, or maybe if you have those outlet covers that may have yellowed over the years, or you have a crooked cabinet, make sure that those are fixed. We want to make sure that your home is in true turnkey condition to get the most amount of money out of it. If you are a seller and your home might not be in the best repair, or you need a faster timeline than the traditional market's going to offer, at Kris Lindahl Real Estate, we have a great product lineup for those who may need a quicker timeline or have a different selling situation.
So look, in my neighborhood alone, there are two houses that have been on the market for, I'd probably say at least the last 5 or 6 months now. And I'm thinking back to, say, like last year, 2 years ago. I mean, these houses would have gone just like that. And these are nicer, I guess you would say, nicer than your average home. Do you think realistically that we're going to see houses stay on the market longer because of these higher insurance rates, that this is just going to be the new trend moving forward now?
Yeah, we are still seeing a seller's market right now where homes are still flying off the market. If your home is overpriced, it may sit on the market longer, or if you have one of those conditions where it might not be in the most optimal location or things that we can't change, you're getting beat out by competition is basically what it comes down to.
Okay. All right. Kat, as always, thanks for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.